changes in the procedure. We said drill session first, followed by the rules briefing. But we'll finish with the rules briefing and then we'll start with the drill session procedure. The only reason is one of the documents is still on the way, so that's why we are changing the schedule of that now. Before we start, I would like to introduce my team, which is my company and the team. So we are known as Golden Mongkhon, which is by obvious audio, all to know about it. So Golden Mongkhon is a company that is working to promote Muay Thai in India, and we are associated with World Muay Thai Federation, which is almost 20 years old federation in the world. And what we do is primarily focus on promoting Muay Thai in the amateur level and as well as the professional level. We had our pro season happening till 2022 and we stopped it, and that way we were not known as Golden Mongkhon, we were known a different name. We'll be starting our pro season by mid of this year again. This is about our company, and I'd like to introduce my team. We'll start with some of you know him. He's one of our Muay Thai fighter from Mysore. One of my team will be the referee and the judge in my team. And we have King. King is my student. He's one of my student, and he's also doing a part here as to be a part of it. And we have Tejas. Tejas is primarily trying to become a fighter, but he is competing more in judo, but not in striking till date. So he's also a student, and he's trying to be a referee and judge with us. So he's going to be a referee from this side. Now we have Mr. Upendra. So this is another member of our team. He's trying to be a referee and judge in our team. And we have Mr. Ritesh. Ritesh has fought Mongkhon before, and he's going to be one of the officials in our team. So we have a couple of more senior officials, who's Dilip, Biplav and all. They're not here. They're trying to get the documents done so that people can perform. I'll introduce you once there. Now, we'll start with the Muay Thai rules briefing. If you all of you must have aware that we have age groups, which is 11 to 13, 13 to 15, 15 to 18, and 18 plus. We have divided in an age group, and each age group has a different fighting rules. So this is to make sure the athletes don't get injured at the early age and have a chance to compete and also elevate their performance in Muay Thai. So I request, Okay. So we'll start with understanding 11 to 13 years old rules briefing. So 11 to 13 years rules briefing, timings of combat, timings of engagement is going to be 2 minutes of 3 rounds and with 1 minute break. So in this 2 minutes, they are allowed to exchange punches to body level, kicks to body level, kicks to low level, but there is no punch or kick to face level. Okay. If any of your science background must have known that kids who are aged between 11, 12, 13, the skulls are grown enough, they deserve power, but the skulls are not mature enough to receive so much of blow. Okay. To make, see, if there be good coaches, they are very good at training them, but as a promoters, we don't want to risk small kids exchanging punches in their head level, risking their head and spine. So we have completely ruled out punches for the punches, kicks, knees, elbows for the face level for 11 to 13 years old. The same rules for men and women. And coming to the clinching, we do have a clinching for these kids, which is going to be 10 minutes of inactive, 10 seconds of inactive. If the fighters are not active for 10 seconds, the referees are going to break them apart. If they're active, means if they're trying to load a knee, if they're trying to throw them down, then they'll get a chance to clinch for 20 seconds. But the maximum 20 seconds, we will stop the fight clinching. After 20 seconds, we split them apart, then we start with the strike. So, is there any questions regarding striking rules and punching rules, kicking rules on the clinching rules for 11 to 13? If anybody has, please feel free to question me. Are we all clear? Yes. No. So the 11 to 13 are fighting in amateur rules, which means even though we say no punch to head, still giving them the head guard, just to be on the safer side. They have a head guard, chest guard, elbow guard, gloves, shin guard, and these are fighting in amateur rules, which is right now I explained, and the winners will be awarded with the medals and the ranking. Okay, the ranking part I'll tell you end of this briefing. Now, if you all clear, we go for the 13 to 15. I request one of my official pages to explain 13 to 15 years old rules.
So as for 13 to 15 years old, only punches to the head is allowed. No elbow to head, and no knee to head, and no kicks to head. Apart from that, all the punches, kicks, elbows, and knees are allowed to the body. And for body level, chest guard is there, and shin guard is there, and elbow guard, and all the equipment which are usually there, it's allowed. So timing for this fight, 13 to 15 fight is 2 minutes and 3 rounds and 1 minute break. Yeah, clinching.
Don't mind, I'm still training these guys to be in the front.
So clinching rules are 10 seconds inactive and 20 seconds active clinching.
So guys, any questions for the 13 to 15 years old fighters? Thank you.
Most of these guys are used to coming from the Muay Thai format where if they're still punching in the face, during the fight, they might just throw off and
See, unintentional out of habits, if they do one or two, we will give the oral warning, we stop it. There won't be any disqualification, but after we repeatedly giving a warning, oral warning, keep continuing doing it, there's going to be new point deduction, which I will request you coaches and the fighters to prepare for this. Please understand, this modification is only to make sure the fighters are safe and they have a long life in this sport. Now I request, thanks Tejas, I request Coach Bashresh to come and explain about rules with 15 to 18.
So about 15 to 18 age groups, so you'll be having 3-minute rounds of 3 minutes rounds of 2 minutes each.
3 rounds, not 3 minutes.
3 rounds of 2 minutes each and 1 minute intervals after each round. Okay. So and you have all type of punches and knee kicks to the face, but no knees to the face. Other than that, all the punches or knees and elbows are allowed to the body, and no elbows to the face. No elbows to the face. Clinching, 10 seconds of inactive, 20 seconds of active clinching is allowed.
So you guys understood what Coach was telling? So it's 2 minutes, 3 rounds. Punches and kicks are allowed for the head level, but no knees, elbows to the head. We have a knees to body and can do elbows to the body also. Okay. We provide head guard everything, irrespective of whether the punch is there or not. It gets, we will give, but it just the fighter has to control it.
Head gear, body gear, shin pads and elbow pad will be there. And no punches to the back of the head, spine, no knees, no teeps, and no jumping, no teeps to the back, no teeps. Teeps doesn't have scope. So if you know that, it will be good. And sweep, all types of
100%. All type of sweep is there for even for 11 to 13. Actually, 11 to 13, that's how they fight. They fight with deep exchange, low kicks, stick down, sweeping. That's the technique that we expect in those people.
Yes, point is there. Definitely point is there. No wrestling takedowns, no judo takedowns is allowed. And
Lady questions about 15 to 18?
request speed catch elbow mark. Allowed.
Yes, allowed.
Allowed.
Only elbow to the face is not. Knee and
No elbow and knee to face. Body level, yes.
29 is also not allowed. And jumping kicks and jumping flying Superman punches are also not allowed.
Thank you, Professor. So, any questions, any doubts regarding amateur rules, please let me know, or else we'll move to the pro amateur rules. Yes.
Back kick is allowed.
What is back? Pushback. Spinning pushback. Spinning pushback, yes, if they want to do it, they do it. No jumping. So can we move to 18 place for pro amateur rules? So we'll start with the 18 pro amateur rules for the seniors. We'll start with the timings. Timings of this is 2 minutes, 3 rounds with 1 minute break. And final is going to be 2 minutes, 5 rounds. Any questions, any doubts on the timings for the seniors? Are we good? All qualifications, semi-finals is going to be 2 minutes, 3 rounds. Finals is going to be 2 minutes, 5 rounds. However, if we find fighter has fought too many fight back to back, we might change it for 3 rounds just to make sure they go home safe. Otherwise, fighter will only have 1 opponent, 2 opponent. They'll have to do 5 rounds. This is the modification we do. If you're clear, can you go to the next step? No, it's always 5 rounds. If we say, in one of the categories, we have 12 people registered. Asking them to do 5 rounds on the last 5 is not fair. So we consider that and we'll change it. Otherwise, it's always 5 rounds. We'll announce it. We'll let you know. Okay, so actually, all you have to know is 2 minutes, 3 rounds, all qualification, finals 3 minutes, 5 rounds. If this get reduced, you're lucky. Like that. Any questions on this? Can you move? Now, starting with the punching rules, all kind of punches are allowed for the head level, body level, even for the lower level. We can exchange any kind of punches, including the spinning punch is also there. There is no Superman punch. You only cut off the Superman. Time. They were not flying too high. They were taking a small hop and then loading it there only. This is fine. So they're playing with the Superman game. This is fine. So we don't want anyone to fly. Little hop is totally fine. Understand? So don't come to me, hey, that was a Superman punch. Superman punch is when they fly up and distance. Okay, if they're using for strategy, is totally fine. Now, if any questions regarding the punches, if not, no, I go to the recall. Punching, we're clear. So we'll move next. That's what I told you. Superman is when distance and height. These two should be there. If you're strategizing, if you go and then you take it there only. If you're covering the maximum distance, it's still a Superman. So moving to the kicks, all kicks to the face level, body level, low level is allowed. Okay, except jump spinning kicks. Any kind of jumping kicks are not allowed in pro amateur rules. No spinning jump kick, no jumping technique at all. Okay. So you can do spinning kick, but you should be on the floor. Okay, you're not flying. Any questions on this part? Small hop, you can do it. Okay. So for example, this is your tip. If you want to do like this, it's totally fine. That's not jump, it's a hop. Yes, you can. So these are the legal kicks that we have. Any questions, any doubts on this? Now, we move to the knee rules. So, in this, we have all knees. Basically, body level, low level, face level, you can do the knees. Of course, there is no jumping knee. Clinching knee is also there. When you're doing the clinching knee, you have to make sure that your knee is not, very lazy and up. It is well loaded properly. If you're doing a lazy knee and it's going to your opponent's joint, it is still your fault. Understand? So don't do the lazy knee. For example, when we are clinching, this is how the knee is loaded in the Muay Thai. Like this. And sometimes kids who are fighting for the first time or not done much enough clinching, they do like this. So if this goes on the ground, it's a striker's mistake and will give up on doesn't fall. So it is not standing and lifting leg, it's proper loading. Only that is called a knee, incline chin. Okay. So no flying jump, knee, no any questions, any doubts on the knee rules? All small hops are there. Hops are not jumps. Okay? Now, moving to the elbow rules. In elbow, all kind of elbows are there, except 12 to 6. 12 to 6 on the head, 12 to 6 on the shoulder is not allowed. However, from the leg it's fine. For example, you do one of the Muay technique, like this, it is fine. But if you are so if you're here, if you try to jump and do like this, or if you try to jump and do on the shoulder, that's not allowed. So some of the senior Muay Thai teams, they'll find a hack here. So they think only hands going like this, coming is 12 to 6. No. If you do like this also, it's not allowed. That means some of the seniors, they'll find a hack, they'll try to load it on the nose. That is also not allowed. Any questions, any doubts on this? Any questions, any doubts on the elbow rules? Yeah, straight elbow is all there. All elbows, spinning elbow, everything is there. Coach. Any questions?
First time scheduled by mistake.
No.
Is it a warning or
No, there is no warning. 12 to 6, direct disqualification. I'll come to disqualification test, that time I'll tell you. We don't consider 12 to 6 as an accident. It's an intentional technique. You cannot make a mistake on 12 to 6. For example, kids can throw punches on face by mistake, that's a mistake. That's out of practice. This is not out of practice. Any other questions? Now, moving to the clinching. Clinching is again 10 seconds inactive, 20 seconds active. So 10 seconds, if you're holding and hanging, you're not trying anything. You're not trying to dominate in the position, you're not trying to swing face, you're not trying to load in the knees or the elbows, you will break it. So 20 seconds is the maximum even if you are doing it. Any questions, any doubts on this one? Yes?
no?
Now, coming to the sweeps and takedowns. So, see, people who are from pure Muay Thai background, they know Muay Thai sweeps and takedowns are way different than the MMA tags do, judo and other sweeps and takedowns are totally different. To give a quick example for this, you cannot wrap your leg and fall with that. Okay? You cannot use your back of the heel to break them. It has to be from the feet or it has to be from the push. You can trap them and then make them fall. You can probably on the clinch, you pull them, you can trap them and put them on the floor. Anything using inside is fine. But back of the heel, you shouldn't. You cannot catch the leg and then go do this one. That one is not done. Any questions, any doubts on this one? Now, coming to the what not legal, I already gave it, but I'll tell you what would cause you point deduction or what would cause you direct disqualification. Now, if fighter is not really experienced and is throwing punches, without proper technique, is just swinging the hands, we will give them a oral warning once, maybe probably twice, and third time, we'll talk to the coach, and then if you still continue doing desi punches, we're going to disqualify them. Because we don't want any new guys to come and risk himself with the trained fighter. Are we clear on this one? So this is the punching rules, very simple punching rules we have. And it's obvious, you shouldn't hit back of the head. On the spine you shouldn't hit. If any fighter is running, we will stop the fight. Please don't run in the Muay Thai fight. Stand and fight. If you cannot stand and fight, let us know, we'll stop it. Don't run. If you run, we'll disqualify. In the kick rules, like I already said, all kicks are there. Kicks it's the small modification you should know. Unless, for example, let's say keep like this, I'm holding, he comes closer, I'm stopping with my kick. This is all, it's not scoring. The scoring happens, he throws me a kick, then I do it, and he falls on the ground, then it's a, like super dominance, and you're getting a point for it. However, if you Muay Thai rules is also about domination. If I'm standing, if I load a heavy kick, and then he goes like 3 steps back to take it as a powerful kick. So you have a point for that. That's how we see the kick. Any questions, any doubts on this? Now, yes. In Muay Thai, kicks to low level is 100% fine. Okay. So what is the kick there in Muay Thai? You stop direct kick. Okay. You stop side kick. The front leg side kick is also fine. However, if you load like this, it's going to be direct disqualification because you're loading intentionally, you're trying to break the knee. Okay. So like this, then you get direct disqualification. You don't even work. Don't even hold on. It's going to be direct disqualification. Okay. If you stop him like this, it's okay. When it's on the knee, it's totally fine. But anything you load, you lift the knee and then you load towards the knee, then it's going to be direct disqualification. Any questions, any doubts on this one? Thanks, coach. Everyone. This is the reason why I was telling in the board, this applies to everyone. Everyone, you the amateur. If I'm saying no to pro amateur, will I say yes to amateur? Any questions, any doubts on this one, guys? So now, going to the knee rules. All knees are there. I think I already gave an example of how the clinching knee should be. So, knees to low level is also totally legal. For example, I'm here, so I'm kneeing to the legs, it's totally fine. Kneeing to the legs, it's totally fine. But when kneeing like this, if the leg goes upwards, we'll call it off. Okay. If you're doing a low level kick, it should be a proper low level kick. If you want to do straight, it should be straight, not going up. If you're aiming at thighs, the kick has to go to the thighs, not to the ground. When you're doing a low level. So be careful when you do the knees. So face level knee is there. If your opponent is running, do not try to knees back or the head. And the referee will stop if they're running, but still try to protect your opponent, just in case it is not your level. Any questions, any doubts, guys?
15 to 18 meters coming punches.
Punch, allowed for face. 15 to 18 means you will be very soon going to be senior, so yes, 3 punches there. Any other question? Now, so very important thing that we need to tell you is how the scoring happens here in Mongkhon. We use the typical Thai discipline of scoring, which is 10 count per round. So every powerful, dominating, damageful strikes are considered for the point. If there is no damage, you don't consider it. However, if you're punching too much, then take it as a dominance, but not the damage. Damage gets point, dominance gets noted. Now, so let's give a quick example of domination and the damage. Let's start with the, I'll show the kick one, okay? I'll take your hands off. So with this, if I load a good kick to the ribs, this is damage. You have damage here. Okay. Let's say I'm kicking, it's not going to the target, it's going on the arm. Okay. So this is not really scored because it's almost a shield for me. But one more goes right behind it, then it's a dominant. You're dominating and you're still winning. Understand what I'm saying? That is damage. One is not there. If you do it back to back, you may be holding it, but you're still loading it, you're still winning. Just because he's just receiving it, it's just safe, that's it. Understand the difference between damage and the dominance? This is how it goes. Any questions, any doubts on this part? So, in the clinching, what is not accepted is, after you take down, let's say you guys fall, get up from other side. Do not use cheap trick like pressing on their face, kneeing on their body while getting up. These kind of cheap tricks, don't do it. If you notice it, we will not tolerate it. Understand? Please be very respectful to your opponent. Even though he is weaker than you, respect him. Give him a chance to be better. You will teach him in your way. Okay, but don't, we saw over there, opponent goes up while getting up, he tries to press his knee on his stomach and get up so that he weakens him more. Those kind of tricks are not allowed here. Any questions, any doubts? If you have any questions, please come up, or else we go to the next point that we are going to touch. So I take no questions. Now, the most important part is having respect to your towards your opponent. So this is Muay Thai, guys, and Muay Thai is all about respect and honor. If you people who are MMA, I know you guys taught to be disrespectful, before, after fight and all. Please don't do that. This is not MMA. We are trying to develop here, so we will not be allowing to continue fight. One of the incidents that happened in the previous fight is they were fighting. He had a very weak opponent. He gave his back and then he started giving a dry bump inside the ring. We disqualified him. That's a different story. Don't do such things. Any questions? Any doubts on this part? Yeah, you can do whatever you want. That we don't do. That is not disrespect. Disrespect is your abuse and your understand what disrespect is. If you turning your back, you are not fighting. Abuse is now when you don't have respect. You are not listening what's happening. Any questions, any doubts on this? Yeah. This is the end of the rules brief. Now coming to the fighters who are staying with us. The fighters who are staying with us, the room is about 2-3 kilometers from now. We have a pick up and drop service for you. We always that you don't have to worry about the transport. The only thing is you have to match up our timings. If you match our timings, you will be able to travel without any problem. If you don't match our timings, probably you will have to take care of your own transport. It's not really far, but because it's a very highway road, I don't recommend you to take a risk of walking. And those who are not staying with us, please be on time. Most of you know, and some of you knew that we stick to our timings. Whatever times we say, we almost 95% of time we match it, 98% of time we match it. So be on time. Okay. Now coming to the main rules that we have. You have to make your weight in that time. Only then you'll be able to fight. For example, let's say registered for minus 57 kilo. The first day he is under minus 57. He gets to fight. Second day he is not minus 57. Let's say he is 58 kilos. He will be disqualified, not making weight. So don't let that happen. If you are thinking you want to cut weight, every day cutting weight is not possible. So don't do that. So you still have a chance to change your weight categories. The moment we make the list, that's it. We're not going to make any changes. We're going to have a draw today itself. So who's going to fight whom? We'll have everything clear today only. We have a QR codes to join the WhatsApp group. Okay, you join this group, you'll get updates in this group every hour about what